One. And welcome to the Dork Table, everybody. We've got plenty of dorks tuned in over here at rlmradio.xyz. And that song, which was not recorded, that will be uploaded, was An Asshole Tonight. So I'm gonna change my nick over here, and I've got Mr. Flasher Rooney on from way over yonder across the waves, and we're your dingle dorks today. Let me change my nick.
Okay.
Vinny Dork now here.
All right.
Good to be on with you, Flash.
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks, Vince. Mary usually babysits me, but she had secret Grammy Mary stuff to do. But you know, it coincides with the Alex Jones prediction of a total economic collapse on the 17th of September. So it could be just Mary is out there fixing it so it doesn't happen, and she's really not visiting grandchildren. It's just a cover story.
It is. He's actually Alex Jones incognito.
Wow.
You know when I
picture
that. You know,
say hello to all the names like she does, because you know all these people. Okay. I know most everybody here, I think.
But you know how I come to find out that Mary is actually Alex Jones incognito.
Okay. How did you find it out?
When she took her sunglasses off, of course. I didn't recognize her. She was incognito.
Alex Jones is Mary. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that makes my story better.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's give a good, big, loud shout out to all the fun folks over here in the chat room. Assholes on top. Usually.
Wow.
All right, that's Asmo.
That's so,
today.
Don't be mean.
I'm not. Asmo.
Welcome to the Dork Table. Number 1, number 50, it's all the same. Just a number.
Okay. So, well, we could start at the bottom, but Asmo...
You can start at the top, at the middle, at the bottom. I don't care. I just don't see no point as top, bottom, first, second.
Here we go. Then a big shout out and acclamations to all the listeners in chat at rlmradio.xyz. That's reallibertymedia.com. Asmo and the great and mighty barman, our most beautiful and beautifully, wonderfully bought. Beth that's got to be Canadian pronunciation. Grim Dork. Moose Dork. Kate. Trust no one. And happy birthday, Rome's last week. Trust no one. Alias. There's Circle O. She is so wonderful. You're such a lucky man, Flash. Chloe is here. Flash Dork, that's you. I be Don C, and Don C's at work. Java Doctor 2 as well. Paul Bunyan, how do you say that name? Rajan, Rob Work.
Rain? I don't know.
Walter's here, Sylvanir. Vinny Dork.
Hey, Walter.
Yeah. Hey, Walter. We love Walter. Vinny Dork, Chalcedony, Dingle Dork, Wanataco, Bot. And here's a new person. We're not sure who this is yet. Min Sun Dubas. I don't know how to say that. RLM 8302, which would be Hansel, my favorite Nazi, and Sock Puppet. Welcome back. I understand Mr. Sock Puppet was a regular and has been missing of late, but looks like he's back.
Back for another dose.
Get a big round of applause for the clap. Clap.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is there
that's what the dork juice is for, to relieve you of your illness. I prefer to smoke mine, but hey, it's a free country. You can do whatever you can get away with.
So I can be an asshole?
Oh, yeah. Why not? Sure. Why, did you think you're the only one?
I'm
Hey,
the
and what was with you and Hans tying up the chat room with one of your petty little quarrels?
well. See, Hans has this little problem.
Explain yourself, mister. I'm not talking to
Well,
Hans. I'm talking to you.
hey, all right. Well, I just felt like uh, he was not being genuine. He was being disingenuous in what he has to come in over here and engage in. And I just felt like I didn't think, well, being how I invited him here, I feel a bit responsible. But
Oh.
his behavior has changed. It's noticeable. And I was being honest with him.
Ah,
And I told him last night, and he ignored me. But I think his behavior has improved, and I was going to let him off probation that I had him on. And he can still be butthurt and mad at me.
oh, jeez. Okay, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
it's
I'm amused. Okay.
well, it's
Wow.
okay. You can be amused.
I
You know
am.
what a muse
That's why
is.
I'm laughing.
You know what a muse is.
You.
Hey, you muse,
I
muse
know.
lover.
Get your cousin Vinny over here, and then we'll go to the thing and do the stuff.
Hey, you're
Hey.
talking to me all wrong here.
Anyway, my point was, come on, you guys are such you're like a comic duet.
I actually like Hans. I do.
Mm.
I just didn't want to see him
Yeah, so do
over.
I disagree with almost everything he says, but
Me.
he's intelligent and he's polite and all that. But like the rest of us, he's opinionated and he thinks the way he thinks. So what?
You
I
know,
think the thing I'm trying to get across to him on here that's not translating is I don't have to agree with the crazy shit you believe in to get along with you. That's just the crazy shit you believe in that gives us a reason to engage. Without it, we wouldn't be talking. So the differences just make it fucking bizarre.
you know somebody who does not operate on opinion, and that's Hal. He wrote
Oh yeah.
that.
Okay. Well. Don't take away his humanity. I mean, when he talks about the law thing, which he has an exceptionally good understanding of, that I don't have that kind of understanding of it. Okay. It's
Well,
not as simple. Wait a minute. I'm not putting anybody down or up. I'm just saying it's not as simple to me, even explained in layman's terms, as it is to him translating it from legalese into modern day English. But he's got a gift for it, and he puts that aside to tell us what he knows. In my opinion,
yeah,
I don't think he realizes how difficult it is to make a lot of sense of the illegality of the system that you live under. I mean, it's hard fucking shit to understand.
yeah,
It's not simple. It's very complicated. And the answer to cope with it is simple, but the barrier is, what the fuck are we talking about? Did that make
yeah.
sense to you, Vince?
It does. It's the difference between
Okay.
opinion and what actually is. Between
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on our feelings and how
Hmm.
legalese is used against us. So uh, with the Dakota Access Pipeline, um, Hal and Kira were having some roundabouts. Now I was saying yesterday how less and smart, and I guess I might have forgot to chide Hal that little bit in saying that perhaps because Kira is such a great person, she's a wonderful warrior. She's very sincere, and maybe Hal, if you would um, just take her by the hand from and walk out from behind that woodshed, and then maybe have a little sit down and try a little better explanation. Um, but Hal says it's hard hitting, and these lessons do smart, and hopefully they're to make you smarter. I've been listening to the Hal for quite a while back in the Oracle days, and hindsight's 2020. When I look back
Yeah.
and I see these lessons that Hal has given, he's been consistent uh,
Hmm.
this whole time. Yeah, I mean, from day one, the advice that he gave for the Bundys and others and how to proceed. They're as just as applicable as the Sugar Pine Mine, as the Hammonds in Oregon, and what's going on up in Dakota right now. And to say
Mm.
what you're doing is wrong does not mean that he disagrees with you. It's just saying that, uh, you know, he's showing where you're wrong in your approach. Now, what I think the best lessons from Hal would be uh, what not to do. Okay, now Amy Goodman going over and painting that dozer, that was stupid. Okay, don't put yourself in somebody's jurisdiction. You want to avoid, not elude, but avoid. Okay, these are some words that Hal uses, and I think it's very important that we look at what we're doing and what we have done and see that better way to approach it. I'm gonna kill some tabs
Mm.
here on this other machine.
Right, and still, I'm stuck on people will interpret what they hear about an event they were not at, and they'll hear and it will make sense to them in their own personal way. And there you go. You can't expect a certain result, but you can guide it along how you tell the story to push people to get into a certain like wavelength on it where it makes it real.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And
violence is usually when there's not enough people in tune, so something cracks, or they're paid to by shit
yeah, there's a oh that no that
from
was
the
that
other until over
okay,
everything. Uh-oh.
that's all right. I shut up when you go to talking.
Yeah. East
Oh,
Coast gas
we dropped.
prices are
We
about to
dropped, but we're back on.
uh, lucky us. Drive them
Restarted.
prices up.
Good.
Obama promised us $10 a gallon or oil when he took office. If you think back, I'm sure you could find it if you looked for it. And he said that the Americans should pay what Europeans pay, and he said that in like eight, something like that. And you're going to. They're going to find a
That
way to do this. You watch. They're going to bury you alive and get in oil.
that was $10 a gallon gasoline, not $10 a barrel. Um,
Right. No. Okay. Well, they're going to make the end result the same way, no matter what really happens. That they control the information that the public gets. Then they control the average guy's way of even understanding what any of it means.
yeah,
Come on,
most
we're dealing with people that still think hemp should be against the law because you can smoke cannabis, blah 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 blah. They don't know the difference between the two plants, and that is the majority of control. And whatever the fucking public wants, that's not the point. That's never what happens. It's where the money's at is what happens. Look at
yeah,
all the
yeah,
shit. Look at that Bundy shit. That was all about control under the guise of the federal government protecting itself from a bunch of bullshit. Fucking murdering pricks. Do
yeah.
whatever
What
they
they did,
please.
yeah, what they did just proved
Yeah.
the whole
Murder.
point of what the Bundys, yeah, and the Bundy boys, as I'll just group us all together,
Right.
say that.
But they have enough sheep protecting them that most people don't seem to have the ability, let's say, to look at something that is obvious to, say, me and you, us two dumb fuck dorks over here that see a bunch of shit that ain't there. And the majority seem to follow what they're told. They're like directed to believe the story. I'm related to a couple of these people, so I'm not just assuming. I'm talking from my reaction to their response to these kind of things.
You know what they say about assuming?
Well, right, but I've got aunts that want to see a woman in the White House because they still believe there's reality to the president thing. They don't understand that it doesn't matter. You could have Mickey Mouse in that chair. It's still going to be run by Monsanto and Coca-Cola and Shell. You know, call
I
it
have
what you
ants.
want. All right, gold, oil, and drugs. Call it whatever you want. It ain't going to be the person holding the seat. It's the seat. The person sitting in it is just the mouthpiece for the seat. And they tell you that, and what? The president's making fucking, what do you call them? Making laws out of the thin air. Presidential orders.
There, Grim posted in the chat there the
You know,
article on
isn't
Obama's
it,
plan for $10 gas.
right? But isn't it how that said that all that stuff, it only is really applies to the employees of the federal government? When illegally, when you come right down to it, but you can contract through your straw man in ways you don't know. But technically, the truth of it is they don't have you until you give them your compliance.
Well, I don't think that's necessarily true. They got you. Like Hal says, you can deny authority all you want to, but it's not
Yeah.
going to deny you. You know, so
All
even
right.
if
Right.
even if
True.
you deny it,
Yeah.
they still got you by the short and curly.
Yeah, but how? By their trickery of wording and laws and rubbish to trap you in it's pointless. It's like a mousetrap. They just got big blocks of cheese and we're lazy.
Well, that's it. I want my cheddar. That's that sense
Well,
of
the
entitlement
point I'm
that we
trying to
all have.
make, Vince, is it's all bullshit to me. I don't I don't regard any of this stuff as uh, real. It's all make believe, and people just go along with it because they don't know what else to do. But there's no reality to any of it. Live on promissory notes. No money ever exchanges hands, and the money that exchanges hands is just manufactured out of somebody's, okay, sounds like a good idea to me, write it up. That's not money. But we've been living this way for so long, it's the accepted norm. Yeah, it's creative accounting at best. And did I lose you there? Oh, we seem to have lost
No,
Vindork.
no.
Vindork got bored and fell off his chair.
No, I'm here. I had to mute up and
Yeah,
mic down for a
Moose.
minute. I'm doing
Oh,
some
okay,
things
that's all
here.
right.
I'm moving directing some air across this other computer over here. It looks like
Yeah,
I got a
well,
little wobble in my blade, but
I like what Moose Stork said, and I'm going to say to her back, my mom's the same way, and sometimes she'll allow herself to see my side of an argument, and then there's other arguments that she won't listen to. And I don't know, call it age, call it stubborn, who knows what, but it would be like somebody trying to uh, make me make a decision about if there is a God or not. I always come back to could be, I don't know.
it
And that
really
doesn't,
doesn't matter, does it?
right. But no, but I'm just using that as an example. I mean, there's some, I don't really know. So I try to stay away from topics that I don't know anything about. You know, me and my know. And I don't think just because I read something out of a book, that's not knowledge to me. After all the deceptions that have been um, revealed in my adult life, it gives the written word a mistrust. I already doubt what you're writing before I even start. So it
Uh-oh.
does leave a lot of room for, trusting what you say is true. And then, I'm only one guy. I'm limited to what I can look around and see.
All right. I've been chided by Moosey.
No, not so much an age-based thing, Grim, but I recognize it in that sense because my mom, and I'm an older guy. So yeah, but it's like a stubbornness. I call it having been beaten into you, because when you're that adamant about something that's not physically attached to you, I wonder why. If this illusion of government means so much to you, why? What's the attraction to it? doesn't seem to work very well for the people, but it works really good for the fucking assholes running it. And the people don't seem to want to stop the assholes from running it. They just continue to let them run it. Look at all those career senators, man. Been there for 20 and 30 years. Wow. And things are run this fucked up, and that's the best they can do? What?
Well, seriously, I'd like to know, which would
What?
you prefer,
What?
hair or cankles? Hair or cankles for president?
I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter. Put them both
How
in
about
together. Let
how
them
about
share the
ankle
job.
hairs?
What? Come on. What difference is it going to fucking make? What difference? Remember when old Boo Boo was shutting down Gitmo in his first year and apologized every year after that because he kept shutting it down every year, but it's still open. There's
Hey,
your
boo boo.
presidential. No. There's your presidential power right there. He couldn't do it because his bosses wouldn't let him. How hard is this to understand? The thing is, who the fuck are his bosses? I doubt it's you and me, like they claimed.
Hmm.
Because that prick did a whole lot of shit I didn't want him to do.
You gotta love the Bronco bomber.
Well, I
Hey,
just
boo
don't
boo,
understand.
let's go kill some terrorists.
I don't understand the attraction to a president when they just do what they're told to do by people that make bombs. Let's go drone people in Pakistan. Okay.
Sounds like a
What?
plan.
Wait a minute. Did anybody think to ask anybody that might not want them to do it? I
Shut
wonder.
up and just kill somebody, would you?
Uh, yeah, moose. I know. It's obvious to me is just other people don't know. And well, there's ways to know if they know or not. To watch the recent South. No, I haven't. I don't watch TV much anymore, but I like watching this kind of stuff.
I I
Yeah,
like
but
what I like
the douche. What?
what
Okay,
I
go
like
ahead.
watch about what I like watching about what I like about watching TV is analyzing it, what it is that they're putting out there to put in people's minds. And well, I go to my friend's house. Uh, we have dinner together. It's kind of our dinner plan. But anyways, um, uh, Kevin and Sheena, they are so bought into what comes through the screen, and I kind of laugh sometimes. But you know what? And they watch soap operas. So when by chance I'm over there and they got a soap opera on, I really enjoy it because the daytime soap stars are really good at their expressions and stuff in acting, and so for understanding how micro expressions work and all that stuff, as an analysis, I enjoy that right there. And of course they are all preset to give you some preconceived notion, because I people pick that up whether they realize it or not.
Mhm.
Whether it
Yeah.
be in the tone or inflection of the voice or those facial expressions and all these things that the body doesn't allow a person to lie. Uh, you can always tell, um, and so and like I said, I enjoy television sometimes for the analysis.
Right.
And you
If you can identify it though, you can also mimic it. So if you can prove there's ways that people can't do something, then there's somebody out there with a drug that'll allow your body to do it anyway. Okay, another conspiracy is born. I have problems with big pharma.
well, all I can
We'll
say.
we'll talk when you're older, son.
Thank you.
Well, come on, we all have our own opinions about certain topics, so we'll hit some of us deeper than other topics.
How deep
And
is
that,
the
yeah, that big pharma thing, that just sets me off. I mean, these people have been poisoning all of us for since they started.
Well,
You know,
the
they've
very
just
fact that the
mastered it.
choice is a giant douchebag or a turd sandwich just
Yeah,
proves how
exactly.
voters,
Yeah.
yeah, they just prove how deep is their love.
Are you going to expose your vote, or are you going to keep it secret? Is it a
I,
secret
I've
ballot?
never voted. I have never voted in my life.
Well, for a turd sandwich or a douchebag?
Uh,
Make your first
mm,
vote count.
um,
Well, see, here's my question to the whole fucking voting thing is, I don't give a fuck what you want. Let's be realistic here. You want to live in Trala land, and I like reality. Thank you very much. And we
well,
disagree
I've got to
on that.
tell this story,
Mm.
Flash, about me and you when we was running around together about 20 years ago, and you came to visit me, and we was out in the woods and walking along,
It's
and you
420
saw
somewhere.
uh 27. But yeah, that's good for me. So as we're walking in the woods, you being a city boy and all, and you see these little balls on the ground, and you go, "Hey, what are them things?" And I looked at you kind of funny, and I thought I'd have a little fun. I said, "Well, them smart pills." And you said, "Really?" So you start gathering up, you got your shirt pocket stuffed plumb full and a mouthful of smacking, and you say, "Hey, them kind of taste like shit." And I said, "See, they're working already."
That's it. Oh, please. Uh, 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 uh. Well, you'll do anything to distract me from one of my anti-government rants. I know all about your kind, sir.
What's a rant? Is that like a R ant?
I don't know. It's like when I start yakking about something, think I have an opinion about it. Exactly, Grim. Very good. You know, I don't really give a fuck what you people see. It doesn't involve me until I see guns and handcuffs. Then it involves me. So there you have it. Leave me alone. I leave you alone. You leave me alone. The world gets along just fucking
Leave
wonderful. It's
me
amazing.
alone. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, the freedom, the freedom to just walk around and just be a normal Joe is really comfortable.
Well, why be normal is what I say.
Well, there again, that's all subjective. Your normal is somebody else's abnormal. You know, like everything that you say in a day insults somebody that you've spoken to
I find that
because
very insulting in itself.
you're welcome. But
Yeah,
that's because you're. Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm talking to you, man. Trying to help you here, Vincenzo. Anyway, so
attention.
yeah, get that'll be $27.99. Uh,
Yeah, I'm some money.
no, you're combative by nature, man, and you got to get into the fight. It's what you do, man. You're either protecting somebody or you're pointing out a good thing. There you have it.
Well, I'm a Libra. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
don't
do.
know
I
if you can
understand.
blame it on your religion or not, but I'm just saying that that's the way I see you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my illusion. See, that's what I mean. I see the world the way I do, and other people see, this that way and that this way. And if you try not to entertain the collisions too much, just enough to have some fun, then you go on. No real reason to have a real collision.
You know what? I was surprised to find. I'm reading chat over here. Lucy's almost 50, she says. And Dirk says you're just a kid. I thought Grimner was much younger. I guess he's older than what I assumed. Um, but you know what I find here at Real Liberty Media is a good, well-rounded um, view of what is in this world. Um,
Mm,
and you know what? I'm accepted by folks here for my ideology that differs from them, and I also
yeah, yeah.
accept others here for their differences.
Well,
You
I'm
know
one
what?
of them.
Yeah,
You live in
yeah.
a capitalist society. I reside in a socialist society. And regardless of the way our thinking works, the reality is we both do enough to succeed in our societies with as little problem as there is to have. And the people in huge societies aren't equipped to do that because they're overpopulated. Ta-da.
Good one, Graham.
Well,
Chloe
you
says
don't
it.
have to participate to understand how it works, because there will be times you'll be forced to participate in society whether you want to or not.
Well, I've got to respond to this. What Chloe says. What I know in France may not be what someone in Japan knows, who's
True.
ignorant. But this I've got to
Both
say
of you.
to that is there's a place in France where the women do a dance. The dance
Ah,
they do is enough to kill a Jew, and a Jew they kill.
ah.
Oh my God, I'm a Nazi.
Well, I don't know. Grimm's talking about people that don't seek answers, and wow, there's some things I don't seek an answer to. I've tripped over the answer, and other people, when I try to explain what the answer to that thing is, they don't like my side of it. They think that it's too creative. It can't be real because the truth is more unbelievable than what they're really doing. What they're doing, and the truth is too simple to be. Well, you can't be serious. It's one of those kind of deals. It's like a magic trick, and
A magic what?
a magic trick.
Oh, I thought you said
The
trick.
economy is nothing more than a freaking word game, man. People just live on promissory notes, and the labor, of course, blah 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 blah. But as far as all the paperwork goes, is just paperwork, and recognizing it as power and money and answers is kind of the problem, because they're so easily duped. You can't get the truth in anymore because there's so many fucking lies to deal with. Nobody knows what to believe. There you go.
You know what I hate? Lies just flies when the lies
Well,
fly.
right, but and there you go. And what happens is we pick a side in a fight, and one of the defenses of a fight is the other team is lying. Of course, they're lying. So when I took this whole thing apart and stripped it down, I went, everybody's full of shit. Me too. Fuck you. It's a done deal. Don't worry about it, man. We're all being fucked. It's not just you.
Let me bend over.
Well, come on. We've posted. What Walter was talking about at the beginning of his show was irritate. I took it as he was irritated by the amount of people there aren't checking in to see what this is all about.
Wait,
Because you'd think if people were desperate enough to find an answer, they'd look for one. But they go to Facebook and stop there.
well, if you can't trust Facebook, who can you trust?
Right. And that's the way you were brought up. Okay. My peers in America, right, were brought up to have um, American values, military and flag and all that stuff. Now I was caught in all the middle of that, me just, hippie going, okay, brother, if that's what you want. And,
Your peers appear to be peers stuck in the sand.
well, they were not violent with me. They, gave me the opportunity to do the things they claimed they were protecting, which was be whatever it was I am. So I never got a bunch of shit from the kids in the military. They're always decent at the worst, just, pleasant to be around. So, whatever they did across the way, they wouldn't talk about it with me. Not one of them. So the war thing wasn't good. I figured that much out quickly. Well, the public gets sold shit about the Muslims, blah, 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 blah. And here we are 15 years later, and the same public is still believing the same stupid lies. They don't want to face the fact that it's the people running it from here. Oh, well, from wherever you're at, if it's bad, it's because the people that are running it where you are being directed by them. And they're fucking it all up. Fuck up the water, they fuck up the food supply, they fuck up. Now they're, like I've been on this thing about the inoculations. Are you fucking kidding me? Or chemotherapy to cure cancer as a cure. They call it a cure. Or whatever, a therapy or whatever the fuck they call it. It's insane.
Cure is a own word.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever the fuck the MA calls fucking radiation on human tissue. I mean, hello? No, this is only going to affect the bad tissue.
Yeah, run from
here,
the cure.
Let me put this radiation suit on over here. I'll be behind that lead shield. Sit tight.
My brother's a radiological technician.
Wow. Oh, yeah. See, Dingle Dork knows. And what irritates me the most is everybody that knows that it's bad for you that speaks up gets shut up or ignored. Or it turns it into a comedy show so that it can be laughed about, like Carlin, until you go to Congress and then they just fucking kill you.
Die.
And
hey, here's a really good deal.
Hey, the last thing I heard him say was he expected, he was 70-some-5 or so. He said, I expect another 20 years. And then, boom, he died of a heart attack. Well, that makes as much sense as Jimi Hendrix overdose. Come on. Yeah. Some things just aren't logical.
Well, here's a post from a good friend, Neil Galloway. In 2011, a family of a really good friend that I consider his family. He was down there in Baton Rouge and going to the Capitol steps and stuff. And this was my beginning of my journey into social media or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, very influential, and I've been following him for a long time, and a great guy. But anyways, he posted, well, I guess I'm an Amazon Prime member again. They're really getting good at roping you in. $17 for shipping or $10.99 for a Prime membership with free shipping. So the reason I mention that is I'd like to remind the listeners, if you do shop Amazon, if you'll go right here to the Real Liberty Media page, you'll see how you can support RLM by shopping through that link right there. And I'm on rlmradio.xyz instead of Real Liberty Media. So I'm looking over here. I know it's on reallibertymedia.com. Oh, there it is. Donate. There's a donate button, but I don't see the link for shop through Real Liberty Media Amazon. But anyways, if you all are buying, throw some pennies over at Grimner. He pays for this operation, and Grammy pays for the Spreaker account, and I really appreciate what you guys do. And they give. They don't ask anybody, but if you are of a mind to, do that. Let's see what Grimner's sending to us.
Wow. And I'm the Jew, and you're begging for money, and I'm the Jew.
Grab one side of the penny with me.
Your people got a lot to learn. Wow. That's not how you get money out of people.
You know what's so funny? Wait a minute. No. This is hilarious. I clicked on this party on, and then it says party on, Darth. And I've got your picture. It happened to be sitting right there. Your head on top of Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Wait a minute. I'm going to move over. I'm going to make you Batman. Now you're Batman.
Right.
Oh, my God. I'm easily entertained.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dork Table's first mental breakdown live on the air with Vin E.
Might as well, yeah. Go ahead, put it on there. I got to where I sign in on rlmradio.xyz instead of Real Liberty Media. I really like how you made it page, but yeah, I would add it so it'll be there because this
Wow.
is when I post the show notification, and I use the RLM Radio .xyz link these days, and Facebook makes me pass this test of saying how many lions do you see to be able to do that. So
Uh-huh.
anyway, it's worth the effort to me. Every time I share that, I got to do that. But, yesterday,
Oh.
and I put instead of a dot, I wrote dot and put it in parentheses. But
Olive, where's me spinach, Olive?
oh boy, Olive William. And she says, of course, "Well, boy, what a man, what a man."
So, how are you and Authorita doing these days?
Me, well, I've not had a chance to do my follow up on how to disarm and shoot a cop video for you.
Right.
That was hilarious when I walked in the chief investigator for Van Buren County, another friend of mine. Long story, anyways. But so I walk in and poke him in the gut, and he just seen his look on his face. He kind of
With a gun?
No, with my finger. I said, "Well,
How did you kill him then?
No, how to disarm and shoot a cop is. I told him
How did
see my next video title, and you ought to see the look on his face.
you were telling the man a joke.
Yeah. Thank you, Moose. Yeah, but I don't mean actually take his weapon and shoot him with a gun. But
aren't you a drag? Well, I'd like to see that. Wait a minute. Hey, maybe I'd like to see you do that shit live. Maybe that would be worth the fucking trip to Arkansas.
I'm not actually
to see you disarm a cop and shoot him. Yeah, I'd come to Arkansas to see that shit.
Well, let me explain.
I'm just saying, Vince. It sounds like freaking entertainment to me. After all if all these cop killings over the last couple of years are true, I don't know. I'm taking the consensus word for it, and I'm gonna go. Well, the cops ain't very nice anymore. Let's just say that.
Single dork, by the way. Who is that?
Dork? Oh, wait! Wow, somebody that knows Jules.
Yeah,
Jules shared this over at UCY. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? Are you going to ask them to come clean with their true identity?
Well, not necessarily, but I would like to say Jules is one of my greatest heroes. People that are really out here trying to make a difference and not come in and try to talk shit, cause division.
Oh, okay. You know what? I was curious if there's anybody in the chat that's having any luck talking to family and friends about this shit.
Well, I get a little upset sometimes, and sometimes I actually say, "Stop, just stop for one." Ouch! I burned myself. Stop for 1 minute. You're not stupid, okay? Now you're just trying to make excuses for what it is you're saying. Stop and look and listen. I try to be gentle, but sometimes I.
Jeez. Wow. Oh, that's such a. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. But I do have a confidant down the road that has a store and understands how this works. Well traveled, la 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 la. So I'm lucky with that one. But for the most part, the public around me are like Americans, you know, in that the respect of government and politics and religion. That doesn't really change from one country to the other. That loyalty to that entity that owns your paperwork. That's what I call it. Oh, let's see. No flash. Okay, Dingle Dork said no flash. I don't know what I asked, but I was probably just killing time on the radio. Anyway, so there went the complete idea. Whatever I was yakking about got interrupted by Dingle Dork. Uh-oh. Now, Hans's arch rival, Vin E, will serenade us on the harmonica. Or not. Probably not. Let's see. And no flash and just lovely moose. Wow, I'm not catching the clues.
Me neither.
Could that be my wife?
I wonder if that's Belle. I bet that's Belle.
No, Cirque.
Dingle
Cirque
Dork.
Cirque took the dog with her to the beach, so could be
Took the
my.
bitch
No,
to the
she's
beach.
not on. Yeah, Cirque and Hannah went to the beach while I did this. And you know what? What happened to freedom of speech, man? If somebody wants to be a liar and tell you a bunch of bullshit, who made you the boss of words so that you could tell them to shut up?
Freedom's cheap, but it ain't free.
Exactly. And, you know, I don't know if I ever explained this to other people the way I think it, but you know, I try to not let my judgments of your words make me want to go to war. Yeah, there you go. But see, that's it, because I don't want to be in conflict. It's pointless, doesn't go anywhere. It's a useless tool, conflict. But we are conned into believing that it serves a purpose when it doesn't. There's other ways.
Dingle Dork,
shall I
answer your question?
Do we have any family that listens? I don't. Well, my mom on occasion will.
That was your answer to your question.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of harsh, man, when you think about it. Ooh.
It's kind of harsh, man.
Well, right, because our entire life is turned upside down with from the start with a fake economy. There's no money. Wow. That just fucks things up a little bit right from the beginning, right? And then when they go in and do shit like a fractional reserve banking, and wow, if people only knew. And then when you try to explain it to them, seems to be too complicated to make sense.
What are you even talking about?
Fractional reserve banking.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know. Well, it's a magic trick that the banking does to give the illusion of money. And as a collective, we all go along with it and just do, instead of saying, hey, no, this is wrong. Nobody tries to stop it. They try to fix it. It's not possible. It's in our nature because we're sheep. Nobody wants to go against commerce. Are you insane? What are you going to replace it with? That's how they do the war thing. It's a con. We're getting fucked. Instead of common sense. Here. Let me give you my version of common sense, all right? But people are going to put value on it and fuck it all up. And it comes to this. We use the best available resources to make the best available products so that we can have comfortable lives, and machines to do all the work. And people seem to think, well, then everybody will lay around and do nothing. And no, they would be trained and to do the things that they want to do instead of forced to do things that they have to do. And we're not, as a collective, smart enough to find a financial way to deal with that common goal. So they do all this other archaic bullshit that we do now in the middle.
Let me add to that some entitlement, this sense of entitlement.
Entitlement. Wow.
People to lay around and do nothing when they realize that whatever I do really doesn't matter. It's not going to benefit me, so I might as well let everybody else do it, and I'll just suck that hind tit.
Well, right, but it's a dream. It's not real. Think about it like a classroom, right? Wait. Most people are very compliant if they're treated properly. So if the directions to the game were different, then the results that you get at the end would be different.
We got the Amazon link on XYZ page now. Thanks. Thank
What's
you.
that? Is that good? Is that good, Uncle Vinny? Is it good?
Sure.
Okay, I'll take 2. Put that on Vince's Visa card, please.
Put it on my tab.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm going to charge you for everything, man. It's not real anyway. What difference does it make? We live on promissory notes. It's hysterical. Based on words. There's no act behind anything. It's all talk. And we just, as a collective, just abide by it.
And then my password, by the way, is my password. And if anybody would like to go ahead and use that and go ahead and shop through Amazon, it would be okay. But as long as you promise to send me the money back. But yeah, I'm willing to do that. That's cool. So my password is my password.
My password on Amazon.com.
Right.
Don't hesitate to use that password. You heard it here first.
Please don't take advantage of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you know what the fuck is the difference anyway? It's just accounting. It's creative accounting. It's insane. And what people will allow other people to do based on an imaginary fiat money system is insane. And this whole thing is just corrupt and out of control. It's too big. Can't be run properly because there's too many thieves in it. And you got thieves coming up with answers to solve problems that they create. Come on, you tell me this isn't funny. It's a fucking joke.
It makes sense. Come on, really.
Well,
I mean,
what makes sense?
Geez, if a person that creates the problem or a group of people that create a problem, if they can't solve it, then who can?
Oh, shut up, Vince. That's part of the trickery of science. Science and politics and religion and education all working hand in hand to keep you stupid under the guise of you know something. The shit that they tell us is as useless as tits on fucking bacon. Most of it is bullshit in the first place.
Yeah, hog titties.
Oh, come on. You tell me that in school they didn't teach you that shit about George Washington didn't tell a lie because he chopped down the cherry tree, but he confessed to it. He was honest.
You know what I learned from Saul Veneur was a lot of no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Walter. That was from Chuck Kelly. I learned George Washington didn't have wooden teeth. He had slave teeth. Yeah, they actually pulled the teeth out of slaves and
other people. Yeah,
be dead or alive. Yeah, I'm not sure, but
wow, just still, you know, what I'm trying to make a point of is that no matter what they told you,
choppers, this whole lie about chopping down the tree actually came from the term. That's where we get choppers now with teeth. You can see the convolution there, right?
Slang, yeah. Well, just like Democrats were once Republicans and Republicans were once Democrats. Now they're flopped around name-wise.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Well, all you got to do is read a book and stop when you're happy. See, this is what I call knowledge.
Wait, I got to. This is too much fun. Wait. And put your head back on Darth Vader. Say something like, "Oh, Wayne, I am your son." No, you got to do it. I am your son, Wayne. Say it.
Vince E, I am your son. Like that.
Head back on Batman. Now do a Batman. Now you're Batman. Do it.
Batman. I don't know what would Batman say?
Shut
the probably
Robin. He slapped them. Pow.
Big. Yeah. Okay. Must be some good stuff. Oh, we got pipe bombs going off and
boom. All right, we're gonna get some new listeners.
No, it says pipe bomb explodes en route of charity. 5,000 run for military. Blah 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 blah. See all this good news every day, day in, day out for years and years and years, I truly believe wears on something that can't be replaced. Like sandpaper will take down, wood if you use it long enough. You're going to have a different surface eventually, and that's
I'm
how I think.
on the serious side.
I'm serious. I think certain
What
things wear on people in different ways that's similar to
I
that.
got to ask you this. I'm going to interrupt you because this is very important. We're talking about wearing and
Oh,
this
what
new
time?
trend of granny panties. And what is your opinion on that?
I don't wear granny panties. What?
Uh, okay.
How can I have an opinion about something I don't do? What fuck do I care?
Well, have you
Jeez.
ever ate dog poop?
No,
So, would
no,
you?
that was absolutely no. Well, it's kind of a bonehead question anyway.
Well, how would you know if you've not tried it?
How would I know?
Yeah, if
Well,
you start out just a little bit in your
because
brownies.
as a human being, I tend to smell the food that I eat before I eat it. Don't be ridiculous, mister. Don't give me your Barney Five crap. Hey, what did you think of that link of Barney reciting the preamble to the Constitution? That was fun.
Grimner says that Batman's a window licker.
Yeah, well, yeah, Batman is an illusion, like money. There is no Batman. There will never be a Batman. And there is no Joker either. That's another, just something to keep us arguing. That's part of that divide and conquer thing. That's a way to explain it, what it looks like so you can see it. As long as you pick a side to something, it puts you on a mental wavelength with it. You join something somehow. And I believe these strange occurrences actually happen to us. And there you go. They're not strange to me, but, well, it's like you can't see air, but air is there, blah, 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 blah. So, a little blind faith in life kind of goes a long way. I don't have to be reminded every day that, hey, I can't see the air. Where is it? Oh, no, I'm going to run out. Holy fuck, where'd all the air go? I can't find it. It's right there.
Since asshole is our theme for today, I'm going to
Okay.
push pause on record, and I'm going to give you about 4 minutes of Dennis Leary.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get up and I'm going to go kick a dog or something.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
I'll be back. I'm hitting pause right now, and we'll be back, and I'm going to go hit this song. Okay, pause. Okay. I'm going to hit unpause. Okay, so we're recording again. That was Dennis Leary, Asshole, uncensored version. So I'll be interested in hearing that since I couldn't hear it playing through. But we're back.
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Me.
So I was right. Dingle Dork is Belle, the belle of the ball.
Okay.
I can tell because she called me LH. And what about Plexiglass toilet? She says.
I don't know.
I will have
to send it to the SCOTUS for a ruling.
I want to put your head back on Batman again. That's just too much.
Yeah, that. Okay. Enjoy your tomfoolery. You.
Yeah,
rascal.
True that, Grim. He is an asshole. All his pro stuff. Rescue Me was a series he did some years ago on. I think it was on cable. Don't remember, but I'd watch some of that series, and then it really, really got weird. But yeah, all this to set your mind. And what is condensation? Condensation? Condensation. Ascension.
Condescension.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you need to open it up and get a definition from your local Google.
I think I do, but let's just look. Let's go, Dick.
Ooh, hey, whoa! I don't like that.
Let's get Dick.
Let's not.
Lamb.
Let's not and say we did.
No, we're doing it.
It sounds.
Found. What?
It sounds dangerous. I know I'm going to regret this.
Don't get dick.
Mm.
Oh, do get dick. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
See? Whoa. Now he's making all the jokes again, man.
Yeah. Let me get butt back up here where I can see it. Yeah, we're still. Okay. So, condescension.
Yeah. Condescension. That's that shit that gathers in your window at night while you're sleeping and you wake up and it's all wet. There's condescension.
Yeah, condescending is where I guess it come from. But condescension is an attitude of patronizing superiority or disdain. So I think Chloe's right about
What? About you?
According to Hans. Hans Grobel.
Wait. Wait. Okay. Who? Yeah. I'm lost. Whatever you're bragging about, I'm gone on it. I can't get back.
Come behind you.
Yeah.
Grab your ass.
Oh, that's where it's at. Cool. Shit! I forgot to put my pants on for this radio show too.
I didn't forget. Let me hit the video camera on.
Yeah, the old NSA
like naked radio.
Yeah, the old NSA smile show.
Hey, you guys want to see me naked? Look, scroll up to the top and hit video. I'm unabashedly non-ashamed.
What kind of planet are we leaving, Keith? I mean, this is just terrible.
I don't know.
Poor Keith is going to have to suffer.
Okay, there we go. Grimner fixed this there as condescend.
Yeah. Dict condescend.
From the Latin term, anus.
From the... Wait a minute. I got to read this here stuff. From the Latin term... Oh, my goodness. That does look bad, doesn't it? To act like, example, blah, blah, blah. Wow. I bet we get a lot of the people saying we do that. I know I do. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
you went quiet for some reason. That's not normal. Anyway.
I was
okay.
Something to be very clever. Oh, I don't even have my mic on me. It's on the floor.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I dropped my mic. I'm picking it back up. It's in the air. I didn't even think. My mic was on the floor.
Sometimes you just amaze me with your antics.
I know. I amaze myself.
It's like being on an episode of Leave It to Beaver. You know, and you're the beaver.
Damn that Wally. So you're going to be condescending. You're going to be the condescending prick.
Hey, if the shoe fits, man, why wear uncomfortable shoes? That's my motto. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not here to do you any favors, man. That's just too bad. You don't like it. And then I'll be a government. Hey, this has got promise.
Dave Everest said he was with me.
With you at what? Are you agreeing with somebody again? Hey, remember the last time you agreed with somebody? Come on. Think this through.
I don't. I do. I don't.
Think it through. It could lead to havoc. What do you got against the Nazis anyway?
I like Nazis.
Oh.
Yeah, Hans is my favorite Nazi.
Now it makes sense. Okay, I get it. Wow.
But you know what I like better than Nazis? Is bee's knees.
Bee's knees. Right.
So well, Dave was tagging me on Facebook, and he always puts me in stupid stuff about Hillary Clinton or Trump. You know, if I untag myself on his stupid stuff, and I guess he doesn't get the hint. But hey, he
What?
doesn't listen to Hal either. So,
You
and
don't have a sense of humor when people tease you? I find that a little hypocritical.
well, listen, if you think for 1 minute that I'm interested in anything Hill or Billery does
Mm.
or whatever, Donald, um,
You live in
uh,
Arkansas. What do you?
you don't know me. You don't know.
You're guilty. You're guilty by association because your ass is associating in Arkansas, Bill Clinton
At times
State.
like these, I prefer to call it Arkansas ass.
So you're probably, if the calculations are correct, you're probably just a Bill Clinton agent that lives in Arkansas.
You know what? I dreamt one time that I met Bill and I liked him, and I woke up
Yeah,
all wet. No,
yeah, I
real
like
true
that story.
story.
I like
Bill's
that story. It's
he's
one of my
very
top 10
charismatic.
favorites. Oh, I bet. In your dreams, all right.
I just like to tell y'all I'm just good old Arkansas. And he'll be
don't
saying,
don't trip
"Shut
over
the
the
fuck up,
carpet.
Bill." Yeah, don't be telling people we're from Arkansas. They'll be thinking we dumbass hillbillies or something.
Yeah. Who? Yeah. Uh, Oh yeah, you're one of those fucking dumbass hillbillies. Oh, I get it now.
Uh, how do you like
And
them
then
now,
and
baby?
then I don't really give a shit. You guys want to play all those name games? It's fun, yeah. Entertainment. But wow, you tied up the whole chat room like two high school girls fighting over the color blue.
Shut up. It's purple.
See, you know,
Talk true.
it's
Whatever.
it's it's this addiction that we all have to authority, reared
Don't
its ugly fucking face. Yeah, I mean the ideas are so important that you're insulted by words.
Hey, I
Okay.
got this cool little lighter right here. It runs on
Yeah.
Zippo
Yeah.
fluid. It's a
Good.
Scripto, old Scripto. It's got a
Don't set yourself on fire with it.
yeah. I've got a couple of Zippos right here. Well, a Zippo and a Scripto and a Bic and I got this one that runs on uh, propane. No, what do you call that stuff? Comes
I
in
don't know. You're the one looking at it. You tell me.
that stuff. Yeah.
We'll
But anyway,
take your word as
well,
law. You will have the code. The keys to the kingdom are in your hands, sir. You crafty Republican, you.
I'm reading.
Well, yeah, wow. So I was going to say, hey, something shut Vince up. I wonder what it was. Oh, he's watching Ethiopian porn again. It is amazing what some people won't do for a sandwich and a glass of water, though. Yeah.
I'd do
Nothing
it.
like talk about getting your money's worth.
I'd do it. What kind of sandwich?
Yeah, a, a, a food one. Something that has real food in it goes over good.
Shit sandwich?
No, I
I,
don't think so. No, I'm being totally serious.
yeah, sure. I am too.
Yeah. No, really, I am. I'm not.
I'm so
I'm
serious.
not making
What?
some around the bend crude horsey joke. No, I'm being honest here, man. This is an honest position we're taking of some kind
Honest
or
and
another.
for true?
Absolutely. Where's my Bible? I'll swear on that fucker in a heartbeat.
You don't have a Bible.
No, but if you get one, I'll swear on it. I'll swear on any.
What
I
I
don't care
got.
what book it is. Sure.
Guess what I got?
I live by if I said so, it's true.
Guess what I got?
Crabs.
Besides crabs.
Oh, hey, you got a raise on your lottery winnings?
No, I don't play the
No.
lottery.
Oh, well, you said
God
guess.
in
I'm trying to
wisdom
guess.
has left me poor.
Oh,
Wealth would ruin me.
wow.
No, I've got
Yeah.
the Book of Mormon here, another testament.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
a
nice.
Facebook friend sent this to me. One of the folks out
Yeah.
there in Utah, and you know what?
Yeah.
I thought it was very nice, and I've meant to read some of this, anyways. And every time I start to, I get distracted. But
Oh,
thanks, Michelle,
distracted he
for sending that.
gets.
If somebody sends you their religious material, then I think that really shows that they have a really a true what do you call it, as far as feeling like they would like to help you understand or something like that. So I take it as a great compliment. Um,
Hmm.
I don't. I've learned to disavow religiosity personally, but I guess I still have my own. But anyway,
Ah,
she sent me a little note, and on page 427, chapter 11 begins the account of Jesus Christ visiting the people of ancient America, and later the crucifixion and resurrection. So,
where?
I
What location was that?
in the Americas.
Okay.
But anyways, thanks, Michelle, and I do intend to read that. Actually, it's probably what I'll do is I'll go on YouTube and I'll find me an audio of the Book of Mormon. But hey, you can't be critical of somebody if you don't know what you're supposed to be critical of, I guess. So, but anyways, I take it as a great compliment that somebody would take the time to do that.
Huh. Okay.
Well, believe it or not.
What's there not to believe? Are you telling us a story, Vince?
It's
Are you just trying to be nice to
everybody's
some
story.
girls so you can get a little bit?
No, she's married to a very very
I'm
nice.
teasing you. Come on, I'm teasing you. You should know better. I am not always serious. Sometimes I clown around and don't mean two words that I'm saying. I just never know when that's going to happen. Some people call it drug dependency. Other people call it mental illness. I think it's a tough decision to have to make.
Grimner does make a good point. As religious netters goes, aside from oddball beliefs, the Mormons are pretty smart preppers, and also they're very moral people as well. So
Right.
I can or cannot agree with their religion, and it would matter none at all whether I
Yeah,
don't.
really.
But
Yeah, it's like
I,
the
I
color
take
blue.
I try to find the good. I take the good from all the things that I can.
Amen, brother.
How's that? Did I give you an idea?
No, I'd rather you say Amen Ra.
No. Don't tell me what to fucking say. What are you, my
Hey,
word
you're gonna
coach?
do what I tell you or what I allow you to do. By God.
Oh, Christ. Now he's the government. Help. There's no salvation. We're all doomed.
Hey, Austin Thomas, good friend out in Vegas, is posted in some anarchy pages. I met him
Oh,
out there. I'd been in contact with him, and he'd even called into one of my radio shows back on UCY, What Matters Worldwide. And I met him at the when Larkin Rose came out to Vegas and gave a talk. Pretty great guy. I like him. I've met a lot of good folks, and
yeah.
my networking is pretty wide to all
Oh, you.
sorts of topics.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
I don't knock anybody for their religion. Uh,
No, I
you
don't
knock
think
is people that
it.
are disingenuous about coming into chat here and trying to
Uh,
be, a dick.
okay, I'm standing on the subjective one on this one because as much as I despise people that are, nasty to you because you believe that there's an old guy in the sky, I still believe that if you do believe it, you have every right to believe that. And it kind of leaves me in a conflict because there's no change in your mind. You already believe this crazy thing. So what is there really to talk about? You
Well,
lose me
I'll
after
tell
the
you,
what?
I will tell you what it is to talk about, and
Okay.
that is the fact that
Enlighten me there,
what is right,
Vincenzo.
what is right and good.
You've got
And
30
all of our-
seconds.
okay, there it is. That was quicker than 30 seconds. That was my condensation soup.
Well, okay, but see, we're just talking in words about ideas that generally hit us all differently anyway, and somehow people still find it necessary to join a group or a side to the concept. And I don't know doesn't serve anybody but me. I feel alone. I
I
need
give
some
you some
peers.
advice.
No, because you'll lead me to reading some book that's going to catapult my ability to see mankind and I'll be a better man for it. Fuck you. I like being a selfish old prick. Thank you very much.
Go, Chloe. Over you
Don't
can
go improving me,
advice.
motherfucker. I have your nuts on a plate for breakfast in the morning.
You're a nutter.
Well, I figure if you're going to threaten somebody with something, threaten them with the most ridiculous thing you can think of at the time. Next week, it'll be a different weapon.
Who's got the biggest balls of all?
I don't know, but if they're on the breakfast plate, there's problems coming. Somebody's going to complain about breakfast. Who would it be?
That's just nuts, man.
It won't be the complainer won't be the one without nuts. I don't think life after with no nuts. No, it's pointless. Why would you want to go on?
Yeah, but she's got a beautiful red spider outside her window, spinning a web from Redwood Ranch to the next in the drizzle rain.
Drizzle with no L. Is that man? My keyboard does that shit too. It leaves out letters when I'm typing, and I have to go back.
I like to drizzle syrup on my crickets.
And then fixing the freaking typo is harder to do than just leaving the typo. When I do it, I mess up more stuff fixing it than I do fix. I just leave it alone. It would be better because everybody can read typo on this chat room. We're all good at it. We're experts.
My spelling ain't right. Sometimes I don't worry about it.
Right, exactly. Spelling.
I don't use
grammar.
autocorrect.
Look, hey, according to insiders, Vince, a recent study indicated that you're out of your fucking mind. Hey, I'm not done talking. A recent study indicated earlier today that you are out of your fucking mind and you are nothing more than a drug addict, alcohol-ridden, mindless piece of shit. And I heard it from an excellent source.
You might be right.
You may continue.
More important is what's not the insiders, but what's in spiders. I want you to remember that.
Wow. It's just, see, that's why I harp on the thing about it doesn't matter what we're disagreeing about. All that matters to keep what we're doing that works against us alive is to keep disagreeing. Spend all your aware time that you're in, that when you're involved in other people's lives, be disagreeing about something. That's keeps you away from doing anything positive. And if you think that's funny,
I meant to disagree with your or agree.
There you go. Okay, you win. You're right.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Yeah, I find it pointless to argue that. That's the whole point of it. As long as we're in disagreement, even if it's a joke that we're doing it, it still keeps you out of the positive because that's the wavelength that you choose. You can't do them both at the same time.
Dingledork's going to go shoot some photographs in Idaho.
I love nature and the changing skies. You know what I love? I love a big plate of lasagna and a bottle of Chianti. That's what I love.
Hey, you know what's funny? I just recently, this past month or two, found out what POTUS means. I thought it. I swear to God, I thought it was a play on words between Pontiff, the Pontiff, or something.
No, it's the President of the United States. You dork.
I know that now.
Wow. See, and that's what I mean is you spend so much time online and doing all this shit all the time, and a word like that it gets away from you. So there you go. You've won your dork hat. You've earned your dork holiness, sir. Goes beyond words. You are just one of us.
I'd like to agree.
And so is but so is Hans. The disagreeing part bullshit. That's the outside coating of the inside, so you get that shell. And some people like to play with it and some people don't. And today you guys were sparring like little girls in the playground. Well, I'll just pull your hair a little harder. I'll just pull your hair. I'll pull your skirt down and show them your panties.
Ow. Ow.
I was in stitches. I was laughing so I could just picture
What's
you
funny,
dancing.
this technique is so transparent, and
Predictable.
and
Yeah.
that, yeah, it means that you know, I see right through that shit.
Mm.
Not and most people that in this world today would not see
Not
it for
no,
what it is.
because the conditioning is different. They're used to. They live in that so much. They believe it's true.
Hmm.
There
But I
you
would
go.
agree right now with Grimdork, and he wants to do a cobweb photography in the Oval Office, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Wow. Okay. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna leave a bruise for sure. Ouch. That
Thinking
sounds
about
like
changing my nick right now.
Gr- Grimdorks for total annihilation of these people. Wow. Ouch. Maybe I don't see. I believe Grim, even though these bastards that are doing the shit that they're doing are fucked up in the head. I think that they've been conditioned to believe that what they're doing serves whoever they're serving, and that's the problem. Not destroying it doesn't solve it. The game needs to change. The game needs to be exposed for whatever the truth is, and all of us have to deal with it at that time. But there's so much bullshit going on, the truth hardly ever comes up in a topic. I'm gonna mute. My dog's on fire.
Yeah. Hello,
Thanks, Vinny.
no,
Okay.
Hannibal. Yeah, Hannibal.
Yeah, she got big lungs now, man. Sounds like a dog.
Did you see what I changed my nick to?
Huh?
I've got balls that dangle, 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 as
Oh,
early along.
Dingle Ball. That's that Christmas song, Dingle Balls, right?
Dingle balls, dingle balls.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yeah, all the way. Dingle
yeah,
Balls.
your granny
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah, that other old Christmas favorite. Hey, get your finger out of my. Uh, never mind.
Take
Oh,
a slice of
Dingle
my pie.
Balls, Dork. Wow, we have upgrades while we're on the fucking air. Go figure. Hey, at least you don't have trucks delivering loads of fucks and shits anymore. The river, the good old days.
Too
Oh,
funny, too funny,
experimental
Bill.
radio.
She says,
Yeah, well, I, I
"Look at
I
the fun in
understand.
this."
I understand that, Grim, and I'm saying as as humanly possible. I don't even know if I have that kind of forgiveness, but if these people
Oh,
aren't as
we're off air.
convinced,
Hold on, hold on,
uh,
hold on. We're off air. We're
yeah,
reconnecting.
okay,
Connecting.
reconnecting. Eh. Yeah, I insinuated on Grim because I like his opinions, but I take them where I go. You know. Uh-oh.
Well, oh, hold on here. It says it's connecting. I might have to kill it.
I don't know. You're gonna do. Yeah, it says Hal Anthony. Now it still says Hal Anthony.
I
Reds, mutant
to,
reports, and
I
trade.
might have to connect.
I'm Vince Stork, and I came all the way from Arkansas. See any
Hold on.
cowboy?
Actually, I'm gonna kill Butt, and I'm
Okay.
right back up.
I don't know. You're gonna do what you do. Let's see. I think that's my wife on Skype. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hold on. Idle, settings, stream. Okay, it's all the same. All right, so I'll have to change it when I come back there. So reconnecting. Or
All right. I trust you, boss. It's all right. You don't got to worry. Oh, Jason, okay, boss. I don't got no problems.
We got a problem.
You got the problems. Okay. Problems, problems.
Oh, but we are still recording, by the way. Connecting's not connecting.
Okay. I'm sorry. See, Grim was right. I should have done the thing, and I didn't. I. But we never had this much trouble before. I thought you just.
It's my bandwidth. And
Okay.
I don't know. I was talking to Steve
Told
this
you.
morning at the phone company.
Yeah.
Um,
He told you, and
now
he was
he
right.
he said
I
we
didn't
needed
listen to him.
about 8 miles of fiber optics here. Yeah, I'm not connecting for some reason.
Okay.
I'll kill it again. Hold on. And
I don't know.
let me try.
I'm just hanging around,
Try
man.
again. Let me try again.
Yes, sir. Whenever
The
you
problem,
have,
the
whenever
problem
you're
with the
driving, there's
bandwidth,
always a fun trip.
the problem with the bandwidth is time of day and more usage down the
Yeah,
line.
I don't have any of that.
I'm not being able to reconnect.
Ouch. Okay. Well, I screwed that one up then.
Oh well.
I should have listened to
So
him and didn't. Oh
we did
well.
pretty good for quite a while, though.
Yeah, I'm cool. So what are they saying in chat? Die, pigs die.
That you're ugly and your mama's just as you funny.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I forgive her for her sins, her mortal
We're not
sins.
we're not being able to reconnect for some reason.
Yeah. Let them know. Or you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. Um,
Okay.
well, we're
I'll
half.
just say that's all, folks.
You want to kill it then?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all,
we'll call this a wrap
folks.
from the Dork Table. Thanks for listening. Thanks for playing along. Peace, yo. All right, now I'm gonna hit stop, and that's a wrap. Thanks, Flash.